about Caitlyn Jenner specifically, because Caitlyn has spoken out on this multiple times now and, said, hey, like, one other thing too with like identity as a whole, the idea of like, only certain people are allowed to talk on this. I was having, right after you and I shot that first episode and it didn't quite work out, I actually was having a conversation with somebody who is non-binary, which they told me actually is a version of being trans, which I didn't realize. And, we talked about Caitlyn Jenner specifically because Caitlyn has spoken out on this multiple times now and, said, hey, like, assigned female at birth, transitioning to female, or assigned male at birth, transitioning to female does give them an unfair advantage. And I mean, you physically could not pick a better person to talk about this. At one point, the most athletic person in the entire world who went through this transition, and people that I've talked to about it say, well, she can't talk about it because, and there seems to always be a way to exclude people from the conversation unless you agree.
Right, which is frustrating, right? Because obviously Caitlyn Jenner was the champion of this cause for about half a decade. Yep. I think Woman of the Year in 2015, 16, when my timeline may be off there. But in a lot of ways, probably not just the match, but the match and the kindling and the gas of the current momentum that trans people broadly, I think, have in public discourse right now. So pushing her out on the grounds of her not aligning with maybe the agenda per se, not in a boogeyman sense, the agenda. But that's really unfortunate. And then, of course, the line is that, well, she's being transphobic, which is odd.
Yeah, that was actually what one of the persons said in that group, or in that chat that I was in, was they were like, well, it's transphobic, and it's like, I mean, just like at a fundamental level, that confuses me a little bit. Because
I struggle with that as well.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, please share this out to someone else who needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more, there's actually a whole podcast and a whole YouTube channel. So you can go find us at Pride, Fitness, and Movement on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you find your podcasts. Go give us a follow, and we'll see y'all later.